Welcome to Good Mythical More. Shout out to Trinidad and Tobago and you wherever you're watching. Could be from anywhere, right? People are everywhere.
Everywhere. Anybody with the internet connection.
Watching this, and you know what we're gonna do with them? We're gonna do with this opportunity?
What?
We're gonna bring in crew members.
Oh, we are?
And we're gonna get them to tell us their biggest regret. We're gonna try to not only match it to them, but make it even worse, probably through ridicule.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
But first, let's play Who You Talking About. We read a comment that somebody left, and we guess if it's about him or him.
See, you can ridicule us too.
Donna
in the comments.
Kitterson says, the way Blank talks to the corn, it's obvious he's a great dad.
Well, it's talking to food. If you talk to your kids the way that you talk to food, you'd be a great dad. I'm not saying you're not a great dad.
That's a good point.
But I was kind of implying it.
Good point.
I'm saying ret.
Okay, I'll go with me too.
I don't even remember corn. Come on, corn. Hold on, corn's still thinking about it. Corn's still thinking about it. Go on, corn. Go on, corn, get out of here. Get out of here, corn. Come on, don't embarrass me like this. Yeah. Finish the race, man.
Encourage it.
I know, you obviously lost.
Yeah.
But we don't give up. We give up twice.
Seems like a great dad. I'll let you take that one. I'll let you take that one. Let's bring in the crew.
Oh man, sometimes I believe that a great dad is only as good as a greater mom.
Okay.
I kind of fall back on that.
Welcome, Chase. Welcome, Aubrey.
Stay together, parents.
Welcome, Jesse.
Do it for the kids.
And welcome, Taylor, to the show.
Taylor, you are hidden behind me, and I cannot move further over because I can't not be in my show.
Now we're not going to say anything about the. We're not going to say anything about the fact
smush
that both Aubrey
do it.
and Jesse are wearing overalls. We're not going to say
nothing about
anything about that. That's not the kind of thing that we would point out and then just beat into the ground like a dead horse.
Y'all could be farmers.
No, we wouldn't. We're not gonna make jokes about hee haw or anything.
No.
No hee haw jokes, Link. No hee haw jokes.
All of my jokes are hee haw jokes.
I know.
What am I gonna do?
Here's the first story. I'll give you a couple here. We'll go back and forth. I always had swim practice after my weekly piano lessons. So if my mom, these are the biggest regrets, okay? Biggest regrets.
Huge.
So if my mom was running late, I'd change for practice in her bathroom. Okay? All right. When I was around 10 years old, I finished my lesson and my mom wasn't running late, but I always got so nervous I'd be late for practice, so I figured I'd save time and change. My 10-year-old self barged into that bathroom only to be face to face with her husband.
I think you missed it. You said her bathroom. It's the teacher's bathroom. So it sounded like you were saying.
Well, I know.
Mom.
That's
My
not the way
biggest
it's
regret
written.
is letting Rhett read this.
Okay, you take it. See where it says teacher. Read it word for word, just like I did.
I always had swim practice after my weekly piano lessons, so if my mom was running late, I'd change for practice in my teacher's bathroom.
No, you just added teachers.
When I was
you added teachers. It says her bathroom.
When I was around 10 years old, I finished my lesson and my mom wasn't running late, but I always got so nervous I'd be late for practice, so I figured I'd save time and change. My 10-year-old self barged in that bathroom, my teacher's bathroom, only to be face to face with her husband, who was in his 70s, and taking a poop. He looked at me and said, "Oopsies."
Oh, God, David.
Oopsies. Before I closed the door and went to wait outside in the driveway, pretending my mom was already there. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. A 70-year-old piano pooper. Your husband of a piano puper. This is tough.
Of a piano puper.
I saw my teacher's husband pooping.
So this is someone who can play piano and swim.
And change clothes.
And change clothes.
I could do one of those.
So you can swim.
Yeah.
Let me see your hands, guys. Hold your hands up. Do you have piano
What, are you looking for
hands?
webs? What are you looking for? Oh, the old webbed hand.
Piano.
Clearly a swimmer.
Piano playing muscles.
Piano hands.
Piano hands.
I don't think you can play.
It's
piano,
tough to
but-
play piano with those nails.
Yeah, with
How
claws.
long?
Jesse, I
Six,
think you've
7.
got piano playing hands. Taylor, yours are kind of you know, I'm not going to say they're stumpy, but I'm just going to say you're, you know, you might be more of a ukulele.
I'll put them down.
You might be more.
Those are ukulele fingers.
Oh, gosh.
If I've ever seen it.
A lute, maybe.
All right.
Well, how'd you sleep last night?
Me?
Yeah.
Great.
See? Don't you feel better now?
I slept well last night.
Right. Focus on that.
Yep. Wasn't up playing the piano.
Give that one to Jesse. I think that's a good.
Yeah,
that's
she got
good.
the piano playing hands. Now listen, I've had my kids' friends walk in on me pooping before, and you just
Did you give him a whoopsie?
Why did you say you're saying like multiple times?
I actually it happened one notable time, and I was on my phone, and the thing that came out of my mouth when she opened the door was
something that wasn't.
I'm on Grubhub. That's literally what I said.
You're an idiot, man.
It's the first time you could think of. When you're,
No,
I'm on Grubhub.
it's the grub one. The grub hub.
Just so you know. This is Grubhub. Don't get any ideas. Grubhub, not the other hub.
but I wasn't on
What?
Grubhub. That's why I said it.
Yeah. That-
When was this? Like, how long ago was this?
About a year ago.
Oh, God.
I'm on Grubhub, and then she went to, I guess, Lily and was like, "Your dad's in the bathroom on Grubhub." It's like,
Yeah, what was her? Did she say something like, okay, bye? Like, what?
you say the dumbest stuff.
She closed the door, and
Yeah, that's right. That's a good choice.
it did come up in conversation about a year later. She remained, she's
now.
Lily's friend, and her.
I'm on Grubhub.
So this is like a
don't feel
college
bad.
attendee.
Honestly, better.
It's not a 10-year-old. It was like a
Yeah, this is a
18-year-old.
college age woman.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think she was like 17.
What happened to other times? Didn't you say it happened multiple times?
I don't think it's ever happened again. And I'm gonna.
Did you say anything else?
She shut the door. It wasn't like we stood there and had a conversation.
No, like after, where you like, I'm sorry that you walked in on me pooping.
I actually never said anything about it until a year later when
But
she
here,
brought
put
it
your
up.
order in.
Extra fries.
we gotta finish this damn order. Go ahead.
Was this one of your biggest regrets? Are you good with it?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Grubhubbing. No
Okay.
regrets.
Do you want to read mine or you?
I'll read this one.
Okay.
Let's see if I can. I'm going to tell you, y'all did out wrong. It was wrong what you did on that last one. When I was in college, I went to the premiere of Shane Dawson's film Not Cool. Is that the regret?
Shane Dawson's film not cool.
Where there were a lot of celebrities and YouTubers in attendance. I ended up talking with Shane and his friend Drew Monson, one of my favorite YouTubers at the time, afterwards. I chatted with them long enough that they gave me one of their +1 passes to the after party at a bar down the road, and it turned it down because I had plans the next morning. I've regretted it ever since. Like that was the regret.
I could have changed everything.
You
Aubrey.
could have gone to.
Could have.
You could have been a +1 to an after party for Not Cool.
Now, Taylor, we're fans of similar things. Like we have similar music tastes.
Mm-hmm.
We've connected over John Mayer fandoms.
We have.
Well, there's just one fandom. We're both in it, I guess.
Saw him on Raya.
Oh, really?
Didn't match though.
You didn't match?
Well, actually, I don't know because I canceled my membership after that. So
He's
John
just
Mayer,
on
you're
there,
out there.
dating people on.
Match me back.
You're a big
John
fan.
Mayer.
John Mayer, you said?
John Mayer's on Raya.
Or someone pretending to be him.
How do you tell?
It's a picture of John Mayer.
You show. I guess you meet him, right?
Yeah, I would have had to have met him. Did match with the guy who played Spencer Shea though on iCarly. Did meet up with him though.
Oh,
Okay.
But
okay. Well,
sorry to divert
Well,
this.
tell us about someone you did meet up with.
I'm interested in this.
No one interesting.
No one interesting?
Sadly, no.
I'm thinking this is Taylor.
Okay.
Shane Dawson,
Because you're a really big
Because,
fan of that movie.
you know. And then I think when it comes to
I'm not gonna talk
YouTubers,
about
you
it.
would be a Shane Dawson fan, but I don't know. It could have been Aubrey. In college, I indulged in alcohol a bit more than I indulged in knowing my limits. Ooh.
Okay.
On one occasion, I was at a party, and this guy who had a problem with me said he wanted to start fresh, so we started drinking Jaeger together. He got me so drunk that the next thing I knew, I woke up alone in the elevator of the science building on campus. And another time, I drank so many Dublin drops on my friend's roof on St. Patty's that I passed out on a toilet at 5:30 p.m. 2 regrets for the price of 1. Wow.
So this person went to a college with a science building.
Science building.
Science building.
Jaeger. Elevator. St. Patty's. Dublin drops. Why are you making that face?
I don't know. I feel like we just made eye contact, and I was like, "Oh no!" I thought, I don't know. I thought there
Yeah,
was
Aubrey had a
question
little bit of a
coming from
guilty
me.
look.
Yeah, I know. I could tell I did. and
We
I was
weren't
like,
making. My eyes were going this
Drying
way,
her hands
and
off.
the moment I looked, you were already making the face. This is you.
Yeah, I feel pretty strongly about that one, Aubrey.
I feel like Aubrey's done worse than just
The
pass
old
out.
Dublin drops.
But
Thank you for that.
You guys can hash that out when you're pitching hay bales later.
One time I was on a game show whose hosts were notoriously punny. They even had a segment of the show dedicated to a pun-off between them. I had a series of puns planned out in my head during the first episode. I was using an awl. A-W-L? Awl? Awl?
I don't know.
All. And the host asked me, "What is that?" And instead of saying, "This is my all-time favorite tool," or "It's the greatest tool of all I could think of in the moment was, "This is an awl."
So this person actually was a contestant on this show.
Yeah.
See, I feel like this could
This
be
could
Aubrey.
I feel like this could be Jesse, though. Because
I don't know about Jesse's performance past. I mean, Jesse builds things.
she uses awls all the time.
But why would she be on a game show?
I don't know, man. She's on Raya. You don't know. You can't pin her down, man.
All right. Well, we know that.
I think Chase could have seen a 70-year-old.
Right. Oopsies.
Seen many things in my time.
We
yeah.
know he can swim.
I can swim.
So, are we right? Should you have punned?
and this isn't all.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an all.
Yeah. Right. See.
It's for poking holes and stuff.
Yeah. Huh.
Back during my art department time,
right.
I just called that the poker.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. Now, what game show is this?
It's called Making It. It's more of like a Great British Bake Off style,
Oh.
like reality competition show.
Oh, did you win?
No spoilers. You have to watch all of the episodes and find out.
I'm sure Lando's watched some of that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I
This
didn't
isn't
win.
all.
This isn't all.
Taylor.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Yes.
Good job, guys.
So you got to know Shane Dawson.
well,
And
yeah.
it could have been more.
Well, I was there because the premiere was in Pittsburgh, which makes it cooler because it wasn't like an LA thing. So like that was cool to go there, but I skipped it to go to the worst class that I ever took in college instead.
Which was?
City University Life, which is Pittsburgh college speak for we teach the hillbillies how to live in a city.
Wow.
City University Life.
I'm not lying.
as a credit.
As a credit. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. every Thursday.
Wow.
Wait, what did you learn?
Yeah.
Like
When you close the door, then you can just hit plus 30 seconds, and you don't have to worry about any of the other buttons.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's a microwave you're talking about. Not an elevator.
I know there's a lot of buttons, but just for plus 30 seconds, And then, if you wanted to be more than that, just keep pushing.
Why is the city teacher talking like
The Pittsburgh.
talking like that?
He's speaking their language. If the door's ajar, it won't work.
Yeah. Microwave.
Yep.
Microwave lessons.
That's what they taught.
Well, the teacher never showed up. I think I had like one class where the teacher showed up, and it was supposed to be a field trip. We didn't go. So I think, and then that teacher got fired like a year later for yelling at somebody for stepping on her plant. I don't know. It was,
Well,
there was a lot going on.
Lots to unpack.
you made it out. That's all that matters.
I made it out. Yeah.
And that you're here now. You're safe.
Yeah, and my story is just not going
In the city.
in the city. I'm in a bigger city, arguably, than Pittsburgh.
And you can use a microwave like the best of them.
You're thriving.
Okay, Aubrey, are we right about the Dublin?
Oh,
dang.
Oh, Chase, how embarrassing. Okay, let's go to Chase. Man,
Jumping the gun here a little
you
bit.
gotta know your limits, man.
I do now.
You do
Thank you very
now.
much. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You didn't have to put both of them down there.
I was instructed that it would be funnier if I put both
It
of
was.
them on there.
It was. What's it like to come to in an elevator?
I woke up with these two. So it was like the first day, right before like the semester started. It's like we all showed up, and that was when the party was. And then I woke up in the elevator, and there were these two college students, these two girls who were both like getting some early studying in, and they just like opened the door, and I heard the ding, and I woke up and I just saw them. They both had like books in their hands. And I was like, oh. Sorry,
What day is it?
It's just a little
Wow. I
late
wonder
night
how many.
studying,
I
got
wonder how many
tired.
floors you traversed while sleeping. Like it's like how many people saw you? Like, up
and
there he is
down,
again.
up and down.
That guy's still on the elevator.
I have this like gut feeling that I got in the elevator, and I was just like didn't push a button, and I was like, this is taking forever. I'm gonna sit down and take a nap. I feel like that's probably what happened.
Yeah, it's like we'll get there eventually.
I'd like to.
You thought it was a space elevator.
I'd like for you to tell my kids these cautionary tales
Yeah, I'll
as a
happily
warning.
Okay, that could be a class.
do a little speech.
Well, Aubrey, that leaves you and your scarring story.
Yeah,
Can you still
I'm
close
the
your eyes and
pooper.
see it?
Yes, I was literally telling Jesse earlier, I can still see his face saying, oopsies. I literally will never get over it. But I will say, I do think I want to use Grubhubbing now as like a code word for poop. I'm like, oh, I gotta go Grubhubbing.
Or if you're using one of the mythical bathrooms and somebody knocks on the door, Grubhubbing.
Yeah, Grubhubbing.
One moment.
Oh my gosh. Now that this is over, go check out our podcast. There's more stuff to listen to over there. Brand new Dispatches from Myrtle Beach. Best Friends Back All Right. What are the other ones? Ear Biscuits?
Oh yeah, we did Sex Timber on Ear Biscuits in September. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Grubhub.
Hot dog is a sandwich. Trevor
dog is a
talks too
sandwich.
much. I want Link.
Mythical
You should
Critter
ask your
podcast.
dad if anyone's ever walked in on him pooping. I bet he has like a long list.
He's probably got a catchphrase or two about that. Yeah.
I'm sure he says similar things that you could never in a million years.
Well, he
predict.
said that he had pooped in a
Grubhub.
field
Oh.
a dozen times.
Oh, you're talking about my dad. I missed one thing there. Yeah.
He missed the part about his dad.
Which dad we were talking about?
Well, my dad, yes. My dad has pooped outside a dozen times.
Yeah. I'll ask him. I know who you're speaking of, and I'll ask him.
Yep. Be sure to check out our entire slate of mythical podcasts, including brand new seasons of Dispatches from Myrtle Beach and Best Friends Back All Right, and all of the live episodes we recorded at Mythicon.